A main thoroughfare was closed part of Wednesday following a one-vehicle wreck that led to an explosion. According to the Rockingham Police Department, a truck driver fell asleep behind the wheel around 7 a.m. on Fayetteville Road near the intersection of Green Street. The truck ran off the road and hit a utility pole, according to police, and the driver made it out before the truck caught on fire. The Rockingham Fire Department responded to extinguish the fire, and police were reportedly on the scene to help with traffic until 3:30 p.m. while crews from Duke Energy replaced the pole. According to police, the driver was not injured and no other vehicles were involved. During a work session on Tuesday, the Hamlet City Council approved several requests for qualification related to the water system. As City Manager Matthew Christian explained, an RFQ only means the city is selecting the qualified firm. RFQ notices were published on the city's website on May 26. Two RFQs, a $400,000 stormwater asset inventory assessment and a $10 million water system improvement project, were awarded to LKC Engineering of Aberdeen. Three companies, including LKC, responded to the call to assist, advise, and install a mass meter reading system, according to Christian. The city manager said he felt that the ability of Meter Sys, a firm out of Raleigh, to work with various vendors and suppliers would best fill the needs of the community. After a brief presentation by the president for Meter Sys, the board voted on and approved the motion 5-1. Later in the meeting, the council officially adopted a policy providing basic guidelines for speakers during the public comment period of city meetings. Christian said there wasn't a formal policy in place. The policy requires speakers to state their name and allots them 5 minutes, a minute from 3, and groups are directed to appoint a spokesperson. It also prohibits personal attacks and inflammatory or immaterial comments. The council will not be required to address comments at that meeting, but can take notes and follow up at the next. The Richmond Renegade baseball team lost 14-4 to Southern Lee on Wednesday, scoring 3 of its runs in the third. Richmond used a double steal, a pass ball, and an RBI double from Evan Hodges. The team recorded its final run an inning later when Sam Thompson drew a bases-loaded walk to tie the game 4-4. Starting on the mound was Landon Taylor for 3 innings, followed by 2 innings of relief from both Riley Brown and Jabari Douglas. Southern Lee scored its final 10 runs across the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. The Renegades will once again host Southern Lee tonight beginning at 6 p.m. One of the largest turnouts in program history showed up to participate in the 23rd annual Richmond Senior Soccer Camp this week. Campers from across the Sandhills spent 4 days learning more about the game and fine-tuning their mechanics and skills. As local interest in soccer continues to gain traction, head coach Chris Larson said he was really pleased with his summer's 132 participants. A few years ago, when the camp returned after a year off due to the pandemic, a single-year record of 140 campers were in attendance. This year's camp was broken up into several age groups: 5 and 6-year-olds, 7 and 8, 9 to 11, as well as middle school and high school age groups. Larson said aside from the youngest age group, which had about a dozen campers, each group had roughly 30 players. When we return, we've got your live at 5 weather report, including the air quality in the Sandhills. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
And welcome to your Live 5 Weather Report, Richmond County. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there on this Thursday and you are able to deal with the air quality conditions across the Sandhills region today. It has been a little bit higher than what we saw yesterday. We've been on the scale here, as we see on the map, it ranges from a 0 to up to a 400, and we're somewhere around the from between the 110s and the 120s for the most part of the day. If you notice, there's been a lot of haziness going on. That is due to a lot of wildfires from up in the north part of North America. A lot of that is kind of cascading back this way due to the jet stream and stuff like that. So it's not quite as bad as it is in, say, Wisconsin, where they have been seeing these numbers up in the 200s area. So it's been pretty rough for those in the Northeast and the Midwest. But down here in North Carolina and a little bit in South Carolina, we've been hanging around the moderate side to unhealthy for sensitive groups if you're outside. So if you are part of a sensitive group to, such as asthma, those type of respiratory issues, you may want to stay indoors for some of these areas, especially over in Anson County, where it's 136 for the record here, and Cumberland County 142. Things Charlotte get pretty close to about 170 today when I was looking up some other numbers, so pretty high for some places. Marlboro County looking pretty good right there at moderate. There's no air quality alert for Marlboro County according to the National Weather Service. Everywhere else, as you see on the board here, is definitely seeing an air quality alert for today, and can expect some of this to play into the weekend a little bit as well. So we'll try to keep you updated on that as we move forward for tomorrow, and as we move along into early parts of next week as July 4th comes around. Speaking of the rest of the evening, though, we are going to be seeing temperatures again continuing to stay around the 80s, much like we saw yesterday evening and the evening before. Really hot today. 6 o'clock, 89 degrees, 9 o'clock, 80, with 11 p.m. seeing 75. Party cloud for this evening, we'll have an 8:37 sunset with a waxing gibbous moon phase. Looking at tomorrow, we are going to be seeing thunderstorm chances popping up across the Sandhills region. It's about a 50% chance for the most part across the area. Cumberland County, high of 88, low of 69. Hope County, high of 88 and a low of 68. Same for Moore County. Down in Robeson, a high of 89 and a low of 68, with Scotland County at a high of 88 and a low of 69. Getting into Richmond County, also going to be expecting to see a high of 88 and a low of 69 here. Down in Marlboro County, a high of 89, a low of 68. And across the PD River in Anson County, a high of 89 and a low of 68. Getting into the 7-day forecast, we are going to be seeing a lot more chances of thunderstorms popping up as all the way across the board here for the next week. Most of it about a 50% chance, so you might as well flip a coin and we'll determine it from there. But right now we're looking to be seeing some really hot temperatures as well, getting into July 4th weekend. Friday, high of 88, low of 69. With that 50% chance of storms. That carries into Saturday with a high of 90 and a low of 70. High of 96, low of 73 for Sunday, and again 50% chance of storms. As we get into Monday, we're going to be seeing a high of 93 and a low of 75 with another 50% chance of showers, and that carries back through into Tuesday on July 4th, high of 91, low of 75. The chances for rain do start to drop off from there, though, as Wednesday's going to be seeing a 4% chance of storms with a high of 89 and a low of 73, and down to a 30% chance on Thursday with a high of 88 and a low of 71. And that is going to do it for your Live 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.